Hello friends, welcome to Learn Positive with Pradeep Kumar. If you are watching my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe and click the bell icon. Today's subject is automobile maintenance. It was unit 1, automobile workshop, part 1. If you want to see my previous videos of other subjects, click the I button on the top of the video or else visit my channel and subscribe. So the introduction for the subject automobile maintenance, what are the units to be covered today is the units are introduction to automobile workshop and maintenance management. This is the first unit for the subject, and the second unit is engine maintenance, repair and overhauling, and third unit is chassis maintenance, repair and overhauling. The fourth unit is maintenance of fuel system, cooling system and lubrication system. And the final fifth chapter is engine emissions and its control. So these are the units to be covered. The first unit, the automobile workshop, contains the general safety maintenance, all that, and in the maintenance management we have what are the procedures they are carrying out for the maintenance. In the engine maintenance we see about all the maintenance done on the engine, and the chassis maintenance is fully of the repairing the chassis and overall maintenance of the chassis. And also this fourth unit is said to be the fuel system maintenance from the starting storage tank to the delivery area, and the cooling system is in the engine part, and lubrication system also be in the lubrication transmission parts, every transmission parts. And engine emission and control, fifth unit, what are the emissions are to be came from the automobiles and how we can control it by using the devices nowadays. Let's see the unit 1, automobile workshop. General shop safety. So accidents are likely to happen due to the carelessness attitude towards the employees. The safety by the automobile workshops. So awareness and attitude about safety should be developed among the shop of the employee. The workshop worker should be familiar with their rights regards hazardous waste disposal. They must be also familiar with the types of hazardous materials in the automotive shop and the proper method for these materials according to the rules and regulations. So from this we get, this is the general shop safety guidelines. So everyone should know at any time the accident will occurs inside the workshop or outside the workshop, because it is due to the accidents due to the carelessness of a person. It is a human error, but we cannot stop that, it is accidentally done. So every employee should be aware of the accidental thoughts, and they should aware and attitude about the full safety areas of the employees workshop. So all the employees should know about the safety equipments, and they are easy to access the safety equipments from in the workshop. They all have the rights to what are they handling about, what are the hazardous wastes are they are handling, and how they are going to dispose that hazardous waste materials from the workshop. And they are familiar to the materials which are the hazardous material and how we are handling in the automotive shop, and also know the proper method to dispose that materials according to the rules and regulations of the workshop. So these are the things we have to know about, and this is the layout of workshop, sample layout, not the perfect layout for every workshop. So this is the one simple sample workshop. So the cars in that shop, they are the bays. So each and every bay has the requirement to service the vehicles. There is a waiting time and manager room, service lot and restroom, medical room, medical emergency room, and the quick service room too. So for the it also have some safety water fountains like that, and also a gas extinguisher, medical kits, like that, first aid kit as that I said. If they are also have some space around the workshop for the waiting cars, and also for the finished cars to stand by. So the basic layout of the shops have includes the machine rooms, customer log, bay for repairs, storage and office location. Most shops have specific bays for certain type of works. Each and every work will be separated for the bay in common. The electrical works, wheel alignments, tire and machinings, they are be separated and in each and every bay. In bay 1 they doing electrical repairs, in bay 2 they are doing wheel alignments and tires, and bay 3 they are doing machinings like this. In base 3 or 4 they are doing quick services like that. And safety equipment such as fire extinguishers, first aid kits and eye wash fountain must be easily accessible to in the location. So this is the main important one. If there is any leakage of oil, spread of oil on the face, on the eyes, or any acid materials contains spread on the split on the ices, they have to uh, quickly get the location of eye wash fountains and the first aid kit. If there was any damage due to the tools in their hands or somewhere else in their body, it injured him, so he have to quick access to the first aid kit. And also if there is any fire due to the oil spread, diesel petrol spread, means they have to know about what kind of extinguishers, fire extinguishers to be used, and also they want to easily access the extinguishers. So the location of the safety equipment must be clearly marked in every places, and areas such as the parts department and the parts cleaning area must be located so they are easily accessible from all the areas of the workshop. The service manager room should be centrally located, because the service manager can see each and every place of the workshop clearly to understand what are the things are happening there. If anything is going to be wrong, he can stop that before it happens. And all shop personnel should know the shop layout, especially the location of the safety equipments, first aid kits, so that they can approach the equipments within the seconds. Those few seconds could make the difference. A fire that is quickly extinguished and one that becomes out of control, causing extensive damage and personal injuries. This is the main thing. If there is any happened accidentally, the one can quickly access the safety equipments and safety medical emergency kit, means they can stop the worst part in their life. The tools and equipment should be categorized and stored in that specific bay. For example, the equipments for electrical service work is stored in the bay allotted to that electrical works repairs. Like that, each and every tools for the every service, they have a separate tool box and they will store in it and lock it safely. These elements eliminates the unnecessary equipment movement. So due to the unnecessary equipment movement, lot of accidents are happening. If someone has any used any equipment and place it somewhere else, it can be cause accidents. So they never think the equipment was there and they step on it accidentally and fell down means there was many thing happened in that accidentally. So each technician have his own toolbox on a portable mobile cabinet which is moved to the vehicles being repaired. After that repair, they return back the toolbox or the same place and recheck the all tools in that box, and they clean the tools each and every repairs at the end of the day. Special tools are located on the tool board attached to the wall. Shops may also have a tool room where special tools are located. Adequate workbench and space for the working in the base should be provided. And the shop safety rules and procedure. We know many of the shop rules basic procedures gives safety equipments like shoes, helmet, uniform, gloves, goggles, and lot more. For this, by using this kind of equipments in the service area, we can avoid the most high injuries in our bodies. The following basic shop rules should be followed. Always wear safety glasses and other protective equipments that is required during services. For example, a brake part washer must be used to avoid breathing aspects dust into the lungs. This dust will come in manual transmission, clutch, facing and brake linings. So due to that, the serviceman should wear the mask. So due to that, they avoid the breathing of that dust into his lung. And do not wear loose or torn cloths. Because of the loose and torn cloths, it is stuck in some parts during the service. It can make injury a lot. Tie long hair surely behind the heads. If there is a women or a men having the long hair, they have to tie their hairs behind them tightly. They should surely secure that hair, because if there is any rotating parts in the service station, the hair will be get stuck in that due to their carelessness. So it happens lot of injuries. So to avoid this, they should tie their hairs. So do not wear rings, watches or loose hanging jewelers makes contact with the electrical terminals. The jewelry becomes extremely hot, resulting in several burns. So if I am wearing a ring or watch or anything else loose jewelries in my hand, I am doing the electrical works services, and but I want to test the electrical work, so I am giving the passing the current in that electrical equipment. If my jewelry is loose, if I have a bracelet, it was a loosened one and it was touch on the electrical means the gold will conduct the electricity to our body, so it cause our more dangerous part, even also a death. And or if I am using the watches or rings, I am using on the rotating blades, I am trying to service the rotating blades like that. If it was stuck in the blade or in the rotating flywheels, whatever it is the rotating part, if it's stuck with my hand rings or watches means, it will get my hand in for the cut. So to avoid this kind of accidents, we should avoid the wearing of rings, watches and loose jewelries on the workstation. And also all shop employees must wear proper footwear. So if any nails, screws or any electrical leakages, if there anything means, with the help of the shoes and boots we can easily manage them. Or else if we are in the simple toe or anything means, it will most dangerous than that. So heavy duty work boots or shoes will with steel toes, it is more important for the workshop. Do not work in the shop under influence of alcohol or drug. So, if you influencing a drug or alcohol considerably, you are not in the condition to work or concentrate in anything. So, if you are unstable at the time of consuming alcohol or drug, so if you are going to work on a workshop, you should not allowed when you are influencing of alcohol or drugs. Do not smoke in the shop. This is very basic thing. So you should never smoke in the shop, because we are using petrols, diesels, kerosene and some flammable oils in the workshop. If you smoke, the accidentally the smoke fire will burn the workshop. It causes the fire accidents. So do not run or engage in horseplay in the shop. So if you are playing with your friend at the time of servicing, just he was trying to catch you, you are running, means in some case if there was any oil in the floor or you are accidentally having some unconscious time, uh, you are being skipped or hit on the metal parts heavily. So due to that, there is no running or engaging in horseplays in the workshop. Next thing, the set the parking brake when working on a vehicle. So if you are forget to put the parking brake, means if at the time of ramming the vehicle, it will be stuck and move from the rampage and it will get hurt us. If the vehicle has an automatic transmission, place the gear sector in park unless a service procedure required another selector position. So if it is not, means it can be starts automatically and hit the person who are servicing the vehicle. When the vehicle is equipped with a manual transmission position, the gear selector is in neutral with the engine running. Always connect a sharp exhaust hose to the vehicle tailpipe and be sure the sharp exhaust fan is running. If not, the shop will be filled with the smoke and it causes lung disorder. When a lubricant such as engine oil is drained, always wear heavy plastic gloves. If you are using light plastic gloves, it will absorb the oil and surely it makes the skin diseases like that. In some case, it may be giving rashes to our skins. Keep hands, clothing and wrenches away from the rotating parts such as cooling fans, flywheels, whatever it is, the rotating part in the workshop. Keep your hands, cloth and wrenches and tools away from the rotating parts. If accidentally anyone place the tools on near the rotating parts, if it was happened due to the vibration on the rotating parts, the tool is slipped into the fan and it will through to somewhere else. If there is a man, they will hurt heavily. In my personal experience, I have that one time. If you are placing your hand on somewhere else at the rotating parts, when was not running, but your friend isn't see you, but he switch on the motor or the anything rotating parts like that, your hands will be cut off. So keep away your hands while the object is not working or at the working time. You should never keep your hands on the rotating parts at the workshop without any knowledge. Always leave the ignition switch off unless a service requires. Keep oil racks and other discards material only the allotted covered metal containers. So due to this, disposal of the material, unwanted material, can be quite easy. Use only the correct size of wrench or socket that fits properly on the bolt. If you are using the incorrect sizes of wrench, it will damage the part, and also slippery things, you will slip on and hit on something to get injured. And 16th one, always keep the tools in good condition. So after every service is done, you should clean your tools and keep it on the toolbox. If you are not clean the tools, it will become slippery due to the oils, rust, dust. So this will happen once at the time. You will if it is slip at any time, you should get hurt. So keep the tools clean condition. Do not leave power tools running and unattached. So if there is any running power tools or unattached tools near the power supply, it can work at suddenly and it happens accidents. Before getting under a vehicle for service, make sure that the vehicle is surely placed on safety stands. In some case, there was a slipper in the safety stands, and without the safety stands, they get under the vehicle. It was fell on the person who are going for the service. So it happens a lot of time. So whatever that you are using the ramp, keep the service stand at the time before you ensure that going to the service under the vehicle. Operate all shop equipments including lifts according to the manufacturing recommend procedures. If you are not following the manufacturing recommended procedures including lifts and shop equipments, it will damage the components, and also it's sometimes due to the slippery you get hurt yourself. So obey all fire safety and environmental regulations. If you are not obeying the fire safety and environmental regulations, the accidents will happen surely. Always place fenders, seats and floor mat covers on the customer's vehicle before working on the car, because when one end of the vehicle is raised, place wheel chokes on both sides of the wheels remaining on the floor. Collect oil, fuel, brake fluid and other liquids in the proper safety containers. If you are not using the proper safety containers, it will leaks on floor and it cause accidents to the injury. Use only approved cleaning fluids and equipments. Do not use gasoline to clean parts. So if you are using gasoline to clean parts, if there is any fire accidents or due to the metal rubbing, it may cause the fire, and it is the best part to get fire accidents. To avoid this, you should use the fluid that is equipped for cleaning and cleaning for the equipments. Be sure safety shields are in the place on all rotating equipments. All shop equipments must have regular scheduled maintenance and adjustments. Display emergency number of doctor, ambulance, fire departments, hospitals and police near the phone. Do not leave hydraulic jacks handled where someone may trip over them. Keep chisels free of debris. Do not direct high pressure air from an air gun against human skin or near the eyes. If there was any dust or minute dust or metal pieces in the air tank, it will get into the skin pores and the eye pores too. So it will damage more frequently. Friends, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.